So, welcome everyone to another episode. Today, we are going to be talking about the Vietnam War. Vietnam. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful country with beautiful culture, beautiful and hardworking people, good land, and good resources. But then, a conflict arose that teared them apart. And up to this day, Vietnam have not fully recovered. The causes of the conflict started in the middle 20th century when Vietnam was divided into two countries, the South Vietnam and the North Vietnam. The North Vietnam were led by a communist government backed by the Soviet Union, while the South Vietnam was led by an anti-communist government backed by the United States. The division was one of the reasons for the conflict. Another reason for this conflict was the Cold War. The Cold War was a period of intense rivalry between the Soviet Union and the USA. The Cold War, it's all about ideological power competition and all that, but then there is no physical fight. So that is what the Cold War meant. The Cold War means you fight silently. You show arms, you show what you got, I have this ammunition, I have this weapon of mass destruction. You show power without physical confrontation. Sometimes they go behind the back of another allied countries to fight their own. It was not like a physical face-to-face confrontation. So that was it. That was one of the reasons why. And the Soviet Union is a communist at that time, and the US were against communism. So as communism was spreading, the UN tried to limit the expansion. And how could they do that? They had to go back other regions who were not in support of communism. So that was what happened, and it contributed to the war in Vietnam to today. Another was the struggle for independence. The people of Vietnam already have this history of always fighting against foreign domination. They want to be on their own. They want to make their decisions. They don't want it to interfere in their life. But what can you do when there are superpowers who want to have control on what you do and what you don't? So, this wanting for independence struggled, how am I going to say it? It's ignited the feeling of nationalism in the mind of a nationalist and the growing sentiment of, hey, we love our country, we want to take over. You are a foreigner, leave our country alone. So that was also another reason for the war. So USA, in a bid to limit the expansion of communism, started sending their troops to Vietnam by sending thousands of troops, and the war escalated. This war caused so many casualties, so many lives were lost, displacements of people, and so many causes of results of war were recorded, and impacts of war were recorded, and people started speaking against it. Hey, you should not do that. You should not do that to people's country. And public opinion shifted. The United States policy at that time. So let's look at how the media influenced foreign policy in Vietnam. Okay, guys. So the media actually played a big role in the Vietnam War. In the early years of the war, the media largely supported the United States involvement in Vietnam. But as time goes on, so many casualties were reported. You know what happens? So at the beginning, the people supported the United States government narrative and paid less attention to the human loss of the war. But then as the war dragged on, the media started showing the public the negative effects of the war. And you know what happens when that happens? It changed the public opinion. And eventually, the United States had to withdraw their troops because people were against. Hey guys, we don't support what you are doing, so they had to withdraw their troops. So, the public opinion influenced by the media led to the shift of the United States foreign policy. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it.